戦うよ。ゴーゴー。みんな大好きクアーズフィールド。頼むよジョンドナ。早くレディーしろや。はよせいや相手。
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Chicago going up against Los Angeles. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
MVPめっちゃ打率いいやん相手。和平あるよ。
Okay, all set to go. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
The second baseman, Ketel Marte.
なんとなくめんどくさそうな相手。和平行くか。来た。相手もビビってやがる。ビビったな。うちの MVP に。今仕上がってるからな MVP。メンツエグ。
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. This is Willie Castro.
Leading off for the Rampage, the shortstop, Willie Castro.
みんな当たり前に持ってるのね。
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Harper has a beat on it. And out number one on the grab. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland. For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. Just missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Beltran makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Carlos Beltran, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
2 is the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out in plenty of time to first. Third out, and that ends the frame.
やっぱめっちゃ速いな。
And we're back. Now the starting pitcher in this one, John Donaldson.
カーブ
And
ブ
Singy, he's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do, to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, center field. Beltran under it. Puts it away for the out. And now the center fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
Donaldson, in his 6th season, he features a slider, a 4-seamer, a slurve, a forkball, and he works in a sinker.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swings through that.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Hit hard, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And here is Ted Williams. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball.
And there's a ball. Beltran, the runner at first with 2 gone. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Batting fifth, the third
Scott
baseman,
Rowland
number
getting ready to
27.
hit. Inside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to.
Ripped into center, base hit. Around third. He scores and they have the lead. And it's an RBI single, 1-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
That one at triple digits.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just...
That's strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Gil Hodges. Kershaw back to work. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the
2
count.
out, space is empty. That's
Ball.
down and in. A slider missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
off
here's
for
the first
Storm,
baseman,
the
Gil
first
Hodges.
baseman, Gil Hodges.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one out to right. And it's caught for the out. Here's Juan Soto. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Jason Varitek digs in now. First
Inside,
offering, and it
ball
just misses. Right through there for a strike. In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's
Ball
even
2.
up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. To Hodges in time. That's an inning-ending double play. Back here in Kansas City, all set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Rafael Devers. And that one hit
Inside.
97 on the gun.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Trey Turner gloves it to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
That's it.
Carlos Santana stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. So 2
Ball
balls
2.
and no strikes. 1 out, base
2-0.
is empty. Whoa,
3-0.
they threw that one behind him. And it's ball
No, that's a
4.
ball.
He missed
Take
down
the bait.
low. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
This one in the dirt. 0-1 down. In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. Santana leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So the lineup flips over, and here is Willie Castro. And that one clips the corner.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Trey Turner. on the ground. Castro tosses to first, and they get Turner for the out. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Carlos Beltran.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Donaldson delivers. That one the other way. Sends it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And here's Corey Seager to hit. This one in the air center field. Beltran. He makes the grab. That is the inning. Start of the 4th. Digging in. Scott Rowland. He's 0 for 1. Late with the swing there.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
And that one is in the dirt. Going to count 1-2. Fans another. That's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the center fielder, Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Did not go. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And the batter now, Gil Hodges. Kershaw checks on the runner. And he's back in safely.
MVP.
In the dirt, but kept close.
MVP.
Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. That one fouled off. Move to first. And he's back safely. Yeah, that's fouled off. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, out, 3, double play. And the inning is over. And we're back. Bottom 4. Here's the left fielder, Ted Williams. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1. Ball. That's inside.
And a foul ball. Center field. Brings it in, and there's one down. Scott Rowland, the next to hit. RBI single his last time up. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A dive. Nice stop. Over to first. And they get the out. And now here is Harper.
Right fielder, Bryce Harper.
First pitch, and he just misses. There's a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That pitch
One
started
ball,
in
two
and
strikes.
ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes. And
The swing and a miss. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here is Bryce Harper. Kershaw back to work. Turner with the throw to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Jason Dominguez will hit next. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
okay,
0-1's the
swing
count.
now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at
Oh,
it.
that's inside.
Just off the inside edge. That one
2 balls,
missed.
1 strike.
Liner, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
The batter, the designated hitter.
Now it's
Rafael
Devers at the plate. Grounded
Devers.
out his first time. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his
Ball, that's
speed.
off the
A
plate.
base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And Rappy falls victim to the K. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. He reached out a walk his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
That's ball
Just
2.
missed.
左対左きつい。
Next
No,
pitch inside. And the count is 3-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
As a hitter, you don't know
簡
what to
単な
expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Roberts swings
0-1's
through
the
it
count.
for strike 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he knows they don't want to
Right.
give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
First and second, 2 down. Breaks his bat and pops it up. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here in Kansas City, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Gil Hodges.
Hodges.
2。ミートチッチェ。
And the first
Ball
pitch
in.
misses for ball 1.
ソチッチェ。
Comebacker to the mound. Over to first.
Got him.
1 up, 1 down. Juan Soto now 1 for 1 with a single so far. That
Off the
misses
plate,
off
ball
the
1.
outside edge.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
And that's
Nope,
off
inside.
the inside edge. And it's 2-1. And a slider in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a
That
ground
ball's
ball.
foul.
And it
Foul.
goes just foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 down, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Jason Varitek. Ball 1, no
inside.
strikes. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and now the shortstop, Willie Castro. And that one fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
The next offering misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Late swing fouled off. 1-2 here. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it on the first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter, Scott Rowland. Swing and a miss, strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball one. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Missed with a changeup, and the count's even at 2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Rowland throws to second for 1. To Hodges. That's an inning-ending double play. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now, Trey Turner. And first offering is fouled off. Just
inside,
missed.
ball 1.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. 1 down. Carlos Beltran now at the plate. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in there safely.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Foul ball there.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
On its way to the corner. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. The 1-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Beltran sizes this one up, nabs it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ted Williams. 1 for 2.
Williams.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Dominguez right there to make the grab. Top of inning number 7. Leading off, Gil Hodges.
Now pitching, Randy Rodriguez.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Right side, hard hit. Hodges steps on the bag. 1 out. A key out to start the 7th. Harper stands in now. Looks at that one inside. And that is out of play. in
Two
the dirt.
balls,
And
one
that's
strike.
ball 2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hodges. The tag, and he's out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Dominguez now in the
0-1's
box.
the count.
Comes up empty with a swing there. That misses the
0-1.
zone. 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that
That's
one
in.
missing
Ball 2.
inside a sharp slider. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Looking to get the tying run on base. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Varitek down to first with it. Got him. Inning over on the strike. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the third baseman, Scott Rowland. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
That's a
And takes
ball.
low for ball 1.
Ball inside.
Just
Ball 3.
missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
He swings and fouls one off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Donaldson winds and fires. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Harper now. 0 for 2 in this one. Up the middle. Castro sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Gil Hodges. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. Back here in Kansas City, we
Now
go to the 8th, and it's Rafael Devers. In the box. So they're making
Now
a
coming
move
in
for a
to
bat
hit,
off the bench. Nolan Arenado. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. And that misses. 1-0. He was late there. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a count 1-2. The pitch. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carlos Santana. A little out front there as he swings through it.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Check swing, went around, and it's 0-2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
2 down, nobody on. And that's outside. And the count now even up. In the air, center field. Beltran has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now it's Juan Soto.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
And that one in the air center field. Beltran under it. One up, one down. Jason Varitek digs in now. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Dennis Santana.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Roland sizing this one up, 2 down. Trey Turner now 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Gets him to chase after that one. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here at Kauffman Stadium. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Willie Castro. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Seager fires over to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Now the third baseman, Scott Rowland, swings through that one for strike 1.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough. They're going to pitch around him. And when he doesn't see other guys doing anything, what you can do is become a little too aggressive and chase out of the zone.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. That misses, and the count 1-2. And that's down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. So they're down to their final out. Carlos Beltran, the next to hit. First pitch misses. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Finish him.
1 strike away. Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Ball game.
Well, this one was all about the pitching and defense. Outstanding job of the pitchers, really attacking hitters, trusting what the catcher was putting down, and trusting the players standing behind him to make the plays defensively. Sometimes you
悪夢のような試合。2 いきなりのホール帯やばい。ホール帯久しぶりすぎて打てない。大谷くれ。終了。 おつ